Ohio. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Making side adjustments here. Sayed escapes the pressure going right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of
snags it, and he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Throwing, say it, under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Saying from the gun on third down. Where did he find a hole in the defense? Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Okay, things weren't looking good early. The opponent drives down the field on the opening drive, scores, and now on their opening touch of the game, they're not even bringing the offense on the field. They're able to score a touchdown and answer with a phenomenal kick return. TD, changing the game on special teams early.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go.
He's loose on the left. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who...
Caught, and he's got room. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Arch is going to throw for it. Finds his man. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs when you bring in 2 who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! misses. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Runs through the tackle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is on its way. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. Makes the grab in their space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
A give to Brown. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Manning to throw. Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You can tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Kept it, and he's past the marker. There he goes. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Got the back over the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that? Right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that 1st down.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Running inside, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play.
Booster. Return.
Might be changing the route.
Hydro. Level.
Saying from the gun on third down. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, Manning. Complete, left side, Coleman. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Hauls it in. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. The run inside. It's Smothers. Finding some room. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing Manning. Pressure coming. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 25 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Sooners looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Manning. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Pulls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off for Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. It's a seam wide open. And he scores! Touchdown Longhorns! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The extra point is blocked. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Timeout, Texas.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Say it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. So now it's 2nd and long. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Pulls and fired complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.